Hi, it's Dorothy Guining with Scrapbooking Quebec. Today I'm here for Mercy Tiara Kits, and I'm going to be creating a 12 by 12 layout featuring the December 2024 release called Happy Home. The design is super simple and can be used for any theme, story, anything at all. I will be using it for the first page in an album. So in addition to sharing the design, I will be chatting about my approach to creating cover pages. The Happy Home Kit is beautiful, full of warm colors and homey prints with products from Echo Park Paper, Carta Bella, Simple Stories, Mercy Tiara Kit exclusives, and more. I will put a link to my unboxing video below in case you want to check that out. I'm going to be using the main kit and the embellishment add-on. So below you will find a bunch of links, including to the Mercy Tiara Kit shop, Instagram, and Facebook group. So here's what's on my desk. I've selected one photo. It's a photo I took while on vacation in France, and a little bit later on, I will tell you why I selected this photo. So it is double matted. With one of the mats, I used this very same paper that's going to be my foundation page. It's from my stash. It's Walnut Cream from Basil. I'm also showing you the printed papers. These are from not from Carta Bella. They are from Echo Park Paper's family collection. They were all in the main kit. I had the main kit paper, so there's one of each, but I also had the pattern paper add-on. You can see I'm using two sides of one of them. That pink tone on tone is the flip side of that off-white floral. And I also have some black cardstock from my stash as well. Again, I use that to map my photo. In addition to that, I'm showing you this cut apart sheet because that tag I'm pointing out now, you're going to see when I show you my embellishments. I took my other paper, again, I have two of each paper, and I cut out that tag, and it's going to be one of my embellishments. So in this tray, I have a bunch of embellishments, and I'm showing you that tag I just mentioned earlier. I also have another paper, what's left of it anyway. It's a cut apart sheet, again, from that Echo Park Papers family collection. I have two washi tapes and some sequins, and I also have a bunch of ephemera pieces. So these again came from the main kit and the embellishment add-on. I have two alphas, one from Simple Stories. Actually, they're both from Simple Stories, but one was in the main kit and the other one was in the embellishment add-on. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut up some papers to create a border. Now, when I create a cover page, a page one for an album, personally, I like it simple. I like it to be simply a statement about what is going to be inside that album. So what I'm doing here is cutting up 3 strips of paper, and I'm going to form them together to create one wide border. I actually am going to be creating a shelf as well. So this is a super simple page design. Right now, I'm just giving you an idea how I'm going to place it. I'm deciding to put this border on the right because of the photo I selected. You're going to see in a moment that photo has a lot of empty space in the bottom left, and that's kind of where my title and embellishing are going to go. If the empty space were on the opposite side, on the right, I would have put the border on the left-hand side of the page. You're going to see what that looks like later on when I actually embellish my page, but I'm basically going to be overlapping on that open space. You saw that I started inking up my papers. I continued doing that, and I took the liberty to adhere those 3 strips of paper together. I didn't adhere the shelf quite yet because I want to know how my embellishings are going to look, and that will determine actually where I place that shelf. I just measured that border. It measures 5 3/4 inches wide. I will put the measurements on the screen. Keep in mind, I always put the measurements for visible parts only, and I typically overlap when I adhere. Right now, I'm showing you my title. It's going to be France Adventure, and I'm not quite sure, either My France Adventure or 2024 France Adventure. Now, when I make a cover page, this is going to be a travel album, so I just want to basically state what it is. Pretty simple, 2024 France Adventure. That would go with any album. If it was an album for 2023, I would write My Year 2023 or something very simple just to say what it is. So at this point now, I also showed you a moment ago that off camera, I did my journaling on vellum. And I'm going to talk about that later on because often on a cover page, I do not do journaling. Once again, I'm kind of quickly going through this tray, but I already did it with you. I didn't add anything. I have cut aparts, ephemera, washi tape, and that's basically it there. I have some sequins as well. So what I want to do right now is start creating clusters. And what I want to do is basically build out on that shelf on the left-hand side of that photo. So I'm starting with that tag. Now this is kind of a homey themed collection and I am doing a travel themed layout here. So what I thought I would go for were tags because tags for me are kind of travel related. Anyway, you can see with the tag, and I took 2 cut apart sheets. I kind of built up along the side, and I have my little journaling, which is on vellum there. My journaling isn't much. When I do a cover page for an album, typically I don't journal. I just put the information, either what it is, like here, for example, France Adventure, and I often put the year. In this case, the journaling I did was simply a list of all the places I visited in France. That's it. So you can see I sort of built out along that shelf and up along the left-hand side of my photo, overlapping the different cut aparts and tags. And I added a few tags just above that photo, kind of on the right-hand side. I've also overlapped my title, basically kind of going along that where the shelf will be. You can see me putting washi tape on top of the shelf right now. And yeah, so I just sort of played around with the title and I like how that looks. So right now I'm just adding a bit of washi tape. I continue doing that off camera. It just adds a little something something to that shelf. So I'm kind of happy with that. What I'm going to do right now is just mark where that shelf is going to be adhered, and then I will start adhering all of these pieces. I do speed this up. I do come in and add some finishing touches, and I will talk you through that process towards the end. But right now, I just want to start adhering these pieces. And while I'm adhering them, I do want to talk about my selection of the photo. That is simply probably my favorite photo I took on a 2-week vacation in France. Now, one time I took a class from Becky Adams. It was a travel album class, I think, and there was one piece of advice she gave, and I thought it was incredibly freeing. She said, for the first page in your travel album, simply pick your favorite photo and go with that. Now, I use that for any album. Obviously, this is a travel album, but it could be, for example, my 2023 album, which is really more like 5 albums. But anyway, the idea being it doesn't have to be day 1 of the trip or day 1 of the year. Just make it something you love. And I found that amazing advice. Anyway, that's why I selected that photo. That was very typical of what I saw in France, and I love that photo. It will probably reappear somewhere in my album when I document visiting that village. So you can see I adhered my shelf, I adhered the photo, I adhered those 2 cut apart sheets. Right now I'm playing with my title. In the end, I decide to go with 2024 France Adventure instead of my France Adventure, and I'm happier with that. Again, the idea when I create a cover page or a page 1 for an album, really what I want to do is basically convey the message, what is in this album. And this album is simply going to be about my trip to France in 2024. So you can see off camera, I continued adhering my title. I'm happy with that. Now what I'm going to do is adhere these tags, just having them peek out from the top right corner of my photo. I did snip them off. I can use the bottom half of those tags elsewhere. Those were both in that ephemera pack that was in the main kit. I also took another label and I'm just using the end of it. Once again, I snipped that ephemera piece and just tucked it under it, and it almost looks like just a little tab. I wanted to introduce that salmon pink color in that cluster as well, even though that cluster is much, much smaller. So now I'm just going to add a few finishing touches. Now this is a travel themed layout. So what I did was I dug into my tools and I found this really tiny airplane die. It's a really old one from Tim Holtz. I cut it out 3 times, but since I decided to only use one of them, adding it to that cluster on the left, I adhered all 3 together and made it a little bit dimensional. But basically that is it. I did add a few finishing touches off camera. I added a bit more washi tape above my journaling, and I also added 2 gold sequins on top of it from the Mercy Tiara Kit exclusive Happy Home confetti mix. I also added 2 more sequins on the washi tape in the shelf just beneath the photo, and I added some twine to the tags. There is one more thing. If you look at that black floral paper in the border, during the process, I had put it upside down. I didn't know there was a direction to it, but when I looked at it after I completed the layout, all the mushrooms were upside down. So luckily I was able to flip that around. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd greatly appreciate a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, Scrapbooking Quebec, I would be honored and thrilled if you did. And if you are a subscriber, thank you very, very much. Make sure you check out the Mercy Tiara Kits shop, Instagram, and Facebook page. Take care, Happy New Year, and I will see you soon on YouTube. Bye-bye.